What's up, everybody? It's Dominic369 for Occultism has Unleashed. And as promised, I'm going to give you the good game about the Christmas tree. Now, I'm sure you're seeing everything on TV today. Not TV, but social media. Oh, the Christmas tree. Today is Nimrod's birthday, blah, 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 blah. Well, before Nimrod even existed, and I told you guys a couple days ago, the solstice is connected to Osiris. Asar. Most of the holidays in the world that are connected to solar events, equinoxes, solstices, things like this have to do with the mythology of Osiris, Asar in ancient Egyptian. Now, after his brother Set killed him by putting him in a sarcophagus and nailing it shut with 72 conspirators. Now, the 72 conspirators align with the 72 5-degree sections of the zodiac. 72 times 5 is 360 degrees. That makes the full circle of your natal chart. Now, when we get into the solstice, I talked about the death and the resurrection of Osiris. Now, the tree, after Osiris was killed by Set and the 72 conspirators, it was through 72 conspirators, they cast the sarcophagus into the Nile River. It floated down the Nile River and ended up lodged in a cedar tree. I told you guys I'm a Mason. There's a branch of the Masons called the Tall Cedars of Lebanon. Lebanon is in an area where it was formerly known as Tyre, T-Y-R-E. And Set, Isis, she went out to search the world for the sarcophagus of her husband. And she came upon the king of Tyre and went to him for assistance. She went to him for assistance, and in his palace, she saw a pillar made from a cedar tree in which the sarcophagus of Osiris was lodged. It was lodged and it gave off a sweet perfume. You guys recognize the Christmas scent, right? You understand how fragrant a cedar tree is, right? The decorations on the tree have to do with the decorated pillars in the palace of the king of Tyre. These pillars, decorated pillars, gave Set a way to find Asar. So you have to be aware that the rituals that they take and make their own aren't things that belong to them. They didn't originate with Nimrod. They didn't originate in the Abrahamic culture. These people are people who learned from Kemet. Anything connected to the sun, you can trace it back to Osiris in the myth. This is why it's important for you to take responsibility for learning the ancient mythology that precedes these modern religions. It's a blessing to have a tree in your house, an illuminated tree. Because when it's illuminated, it allows the divine feminine energy to discover you and resurrect you, because after she was given that pillar with the body of Osiris in it, from the sarcophagus, she sailed down the Nile River. Set did, Isis. She sailed down the Nile River and she did a spell on him and made him, be erect. She mounted him and got pregnant by him. And this is how Horus was born. The rebirth of the divine principle. And when we move into the equinox in Aries, that represents Heru turning into Herukuti, the warrior version of Horus, that has the power to combat the evilness, the darkness, the temptation and desires represented by Set. It's a beautiful thing if you decide to learn. Even if you learn via their books, it's going to take you back to Egypt. Because there was nobody in the Abrahamic religion that was important until they went to Egypt. Not Abraham, not Moses, not Joseph, not Jesus. None of them were important until they went to Egypt. This right here should give you the information necessary to discern. It's not the Hebrews or the Israelites or the Jews that you should be looking to. It's Egypt. It's Egypt because Moses was raised in the house of the king of Egypt to be the next Pharaoh, which means he had more knowledge and understanding of Egyptian magic than all the priests that he allegedly challenged in the Bible and Torah, because he was being raised to be Pharaoh. So take a look. Take a look. Take it upon yourself. Get the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Get the books, on the gods of ancient Egypt, and study those myths, and you will see the origins of the tree, Christmas, Easter. It's right there waiting for you. I hope you guys had a good holiday, and I look forward to dropping the full moon video for you tomorrow. Full moon in Cancer. We're going to talk about Offset. Peace.